Hello YouTube Nation, and welcome back for yet another toy review. Today is a new toy review. We are going to be looking at this Mamma Jamma. I was not excited about this, and then I was. How can you not get excited about a G.I. Joe polar bear? Now, this is from G.I. Joe Snake and Polar Bear. Doesn't have a name or anything, but this is from the Mass Effect, not games, but it's from a series on the cartoon to where we've got some stuff in here. Little backstory on that is, well, instead of me telling you the backstory, how about we just take a look at it? What a cool picture that is. Look at that. Let's take a look at the cartoon real quick. All right, so inside of this, it's part of him getting part of the mass device. Now, on this, his hands are red for reasons that are in the cartoon, and the polar bear is attacking big time the claw. And if you look at this, we've got some stuff. So it looks like some arrows, some articulated mouth, and a wound that's going to be happening here. So the packaging, for me, it's super heavy. I do like it very much. This is going to be a cartoon accurate Snake Eyes, which I'm excited about, and I can't wait to rip into it. So let's rip into this thing. I'm not going to bore you with that portion of it, but let's take everything out and see what we got cooking here for this toy.
Is a walking time bomb. Let him go. He'll die soon enough.
All right, so just quickly, I thought this would be interesting to see how it was. So a knife was dangling out of it. This is held by the two plastic straps. This is up here held by tape. And then the bear actually comes like broken so it could fit in the packaging. Kind of a neat little packaging idea here by Hasbro. All right, everything is out of the box, removed. I think we're going to take a look at this. I don't know, let's look at the bear first. It's a big Mamma Jamma. So, bear is on a ball joint, so we're just going to hopefully kerplunk this in. This is heavy. That goes on kinda. Like anything that doesn't click. Let's see if it clicks. It's just kind of a rotate here. And it's on, I think. It'll probably fall off here in a minute anyway. I guess we'll see. Okay, so for this side, it's almost like a double take bear. So this side is looking, I mean, it does look like a polar bear. Look at the detail on the face, very nice. Paws, the fur are all very good. Clean polar bear, doesn't have a lot of the gnarliness to it. Does have its, I don't know what that's called, the back line. It's where it stands up when it wants to eat you. And then the bottom does have nice painted paws, and it does have the articulation. So at the wrist of the animal and at the toes of the animal, will go side to side like this, can gallop, can run. Has it at the neck, has it at the head, and this one, so there is not mouth articulation, like I said. So this one is just ahead of it eating your brains out. But look at the sculpting on that. That is a fantastic sculpt. Fantastic. That's great. That's cool. And then so when you stand this dude up, kind of like it's attacking like a polar bear would, in a way, like. It's off the camera. I know I'm going to try to... Let's just see. We're going to let him... I mean, he's up there in height. It's a classified figure of Snake Eyes that comes with him. But, I mean, it's a figure and a half of size. So, to scale for me is fantastic. Now, get out of here, Snake Eyes. This isn't your thing. posing this guy is going to be real fun because you've got the option of having him wounded or you've got him just kind of hanging out. So let's take a look at the wounded portion of this. So on this side, nothing happens, everything's good. On this side, everything, wait a second, which side? Look at that. I think that, except for this angle, you can't tell this pops off. That's a very nicely hidden and not gibbled and junked and everything else. So it does have the wound, has the blood, has the meat coming out of it, if you will. And then you can also fill it in for this side to where I believe the natives of that Arctic area were shooting at it. Maybe it was Cobra, I don't remember. But the detail of the arrows being inside of it, there's points of impact, there's points going around it and up. That is very, very cool. Not that the animal got hurt, because I hate when animals get hurt. I'm more of an animal lover than I am an animal killer. This thing I would not like to pet, but I think he would probably eat my head off. But having that on is a nice look, kind of gnarly, and the detail to it's amazing, because if you look down into it, even the back like molar teeth are painted, which is something you don't see on a lot of these. A lot of these, that would just be red and maybe some white fangs, but the detail on that is great. I love the detail on it. So we do have the bear trap, and it does close. Well, let's see if it'll kind of go in as, oh yeah, heck yeah, it will. Why wouldn't it? So you can actually have it placed on his paw. Oh, it broke. It's not very detailed, but after seeing what that polar bear was right there, why would it be? Does have the foot, the trap does have the spring, and does have a little chain. Would be cool if this all wasn't brown. I get it. There's already enough detail on this, but that's just nitpicking on that. That's all for the polar bear. Now let's take a look at everything else. So we've got the mass device. Now I'm going to call it the mass device 100 times, or I'm probably going to call it the mass effect. So we got the canister. Canister does come like this. It is a solid piece. Nothing unscrews or anything else. As you can see, the pink from it, and that will dangle over there. That's a cool add to it. Snake Eyes does come with some glowing karate fists and punching fists, which are nice. That happens in the cartoon. If you know, you know. And then he does have his regular human hands before they are affected. But he's gonna get loaded up here. For Snake Eyes first, before we get into that, the pink hands really do pop on this, and I'm kind of digging it. I love the jumpsuit, love everything about it. The mask, his goggles, everything is on point. Looks just like he jumped off the TV screen. So we've got a knife that's going to go in his knife sack there. He's got a pistol. His pistol is going to go in his pistol holster right there. And then he's got his rifle, which can go in and do his do his bidding, if you will. So this is Snake Eyes loaded up. I do think this figure looks very, very good and very, very accurate. One thing I do like about it is the slickness of the shirt versus the rippled of the pants. So you could tell it's a different kind of material, which is true to it. It's got different colored cuffs. Now, this being just a purplish, dark blue figure, they have some accent colors on there that really make it pop. I hope it's picking up on the screen, because that is really, really nice. Now, we've also got the container of the goo here that will later be used by a lot of people to make one of the coolest characters ever. Maybe. This is part of that Arctic theme, and it's starting to come to fruition from Hasbro and G.I. Joe. So we got the Snowcat coming out, which is, I don't know, take it or leave it for me with the Snowcat. I did not buy it. Snowcat was not one of my favorites, and the snow figures were not one of my favorites. Now, I will say this Snake Eyes is very good. If you put the white hands on him, or the unglowy pink hands on him, it's just a Snake Eyes figure. And then you would think, why do they have that? But to have the vintage, like Jurassic Park effect, to where that would come off and show battle damage, that's a pretty cool thing for me. I hope you all dig it. This is new for me. These classifieds, I'm really getting into them. I'm probably going to have to go back and get a lot of my favorite characters, and I've been pre-ordering the poo out of the new ones. So give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down if you like this or not, and until next time, peace out, home skillets.